Hello YouTubers, this is MirrorB8905 of Team Duelist Republic. Bringing you guys whoops, sorry. Forgot to minimize the little box down there. This, like I said, MirrorB8905 of Team Duelist Republic, bringing you guys a new deck profile, which is half deck profile, half assistance video. A friend of mine has had some trouble running a Blackwing deck because she wants to run Obelisk the Tormentor in it. So my job was to take her deck list and design a deck that runs well with Obelisk in it. And I think after about an hour or so of tinkering around with this, I finally got it. So I'll go ahead and get started on how this deck works. One Blizzard, everybody knows, or everybody that runs Blackwings knows Blizzard. Special summon a level 4. In case of running Obelisk with this, you can either use this for a level 6 synchro summon, or you can just use it, normal summon him, special summon whatever Blackwing from the graveyard, and if Obelisk's out, tribute the two of them for his effect. Not exactly recommended with Blizzard, but it'll work if, you know, you've got, if Obelisk has run into something that can overpower him. That makes it a little bit easier to use because you can summon the fuel right there. 3 Bora the Spears. When I looked at this actually only ran 1 Bora, and I was a little bit surprised by that. But yeah, if my friend's watching this, which she should be, I'll send her the link once it's done uploading. But you will want to run 3 of these because Boras can summon themselves pretty much all in the same turn if you have all 3 in your hand. And just special summoning 2 of these is easy fuel for Obelisk because then you've still got other Blackwings you can use. So, they work pretty well for him. Elfin, normal summon without a tribute. Not much to go with on Elfin. He's just a 2200 beat stick that's easy to bring out. Gale, he's your 3-star tuner, cuts stuff in half. I wouldn't actually recommend synchro summoning with him or tributing him for Obelisk unless you need to. 3 Ghiblies. This is up from what it was. There was only 1 Ghibli. You want to run 3 just in case something does manage to wipe out Obelisk, because if it's that big, it's probably going to be able to attack twice or something else is going to hit you. So just drop Ghibli from your hand and that blocks it. Plus, you know, he's an easy special summon. 1 Kaloot, you know, Kaloot just to up stuff's attack. Shuras are up to 3 from the original 1. I believe it was 1. I'm pretty sure. You want to run 3 Shuras because they special summon something each time they destroy something. So they're a really nice one to have. Unfortunately, they do negate the effect though. But they'll bring out most of the stuff in the deck, which if you use it right, that can set you up for either Obelisk tributes or synchro summoning very easily. 2 Sirokkos. He's just the 2000 beat stick in this deck. He's kind of like a Cyber Dragon, but just a little bit weaker. He's not mainly to use for Obelisk. His job is to power up some of the weaker Blackwings. So that's what you want to use them for. 2 Vayus. I sided a couple of the Blackwings and put Vayus in. These will actually work well in a combination with several of the cards. As long as Vayu's in the graveyard, you can remove him and another Blackwing from play to synchro summon. So this should probably in an Obelisk deck be your main way of synchro summoning instead of using your Obelisk fodder from the field. This would be the alternative, and you might want to run 3. I will leave that up to you if you're going to run 2 or 3 in the deck. 1 Obelisk, like I said, it's designed to run him. Takes 3 tributes to normal summon, which if you haven't normal summoned anything and just special summon Boras or whatever in the same turn, then Obelisk will be really easy to get out on the field. I'm going to keep looking for other ways to run him in a Blackwing deck, but these are just most of the ways I have now is special summon out a lot of your Blackwings by doing something, and then use Obelisk, because if not, then you're going to have some trouble getting him out. Your spells, I took out a cards for Black Feathers and replaced it with, well, I took out both of them, I think. Wasn't there 2 of them? Yes, I took out both of them and replaced them with Allure of Darkness. which is better because it doesn't specify a Blackwing and it doesn't stop you from special summoning in the same turn. So Allure's a lot better choice to run than Black Feathers. All you have to do is banish the dark monsters, same except it's not a Blackwing this time. Black Whirlwind, same thing, just add Blackwings to your hand. Book of Moon, smart move for using that. Enemy controller, also smart. Heavy Storm, everybody knows Heavy Storm. Lightning Vortex, if you're going to discard, use your Values. Values would be your best shot for discarding, because that puts them in the graveyard where their effects can get used, which is why I said you might want to run 3. 1 Reborn, 2 MSTs. I upped it from just the 1. You need a little bit more destructive power with Blackwings, so this adds it. And I really actually didn't think of this in a Blackwing deck, but Solidarity is a pretty good idea. Only thing I'm going to say is, if you're going to run it, make sure Obelisk, Archfiend, or Blackwing Dragon, or Gorge if you run him, make sure they don't end up in the graveyard, because if they do, that cancels out your Solidarity and your Blackwings lose their power boost. But other than that, I like the idea, because that means Shura goes up to 2600 and can overpower just about anything on the field that your opponent can summon. Swords, that's your stall card. Black Return, same thing. If you're going to use this, watch what Blackwing you use, though. I would recommend save this until your opponent attacks and you drop the Ghibli from your hand. That's probably the best time to use it, because whatever monster just attacked that you blocked, you can send it back to their hand and gain life points instead. Backlash, that's your destruct card. 2 Call of the Haunted now because they're unlimited, so you've got a little bit more reborning power now. It'll come in handy a little bit later. Ceasefire. I actually run this in my deck, which is where I got the idea. You're running a swarm deck with pretty much all effect monsters. This will do at least 2,000, 2,500 just from your monsters when you activate it. So that's my little throw in there. You'd want to run one of those. It's a real good idea. 1 compulsory, 1 anti-reverse, fake feather. Again, this works well by discarding the value. Use this to steal pretty much any trap card your opponent has. If you want their Mirror Force, you can take their Mirror Force. Excuse me. You can basically take whatever normal trap card they use that you want. Even Bottomless Trap Hole. That works well with them too. Gift of the Mystical. This comes in... I also didn't think of this, and I just happened to think of it now for some strange reason. But run this if you want it, because using this, you can easily get 3, 6, 9, 12, at least 1,500 off of your own monsters. And if your opponent's got some, then you're still getting some life points back, which works really well for you. Icarus. I recommend using this either with the Ghibli or, again, the Vayu if you can. Instead of just letting Shura summon it, well, yes, use Shura for it. Use Shura to summon the Vayu, then use the Icarus attack to tribute the Vayu and destroy 2 more cards your opponent controls. So, if you wanted to be technical, Shura just wiped out 3 cards with 1 attack. The 1 Mirror Force, and, if I have to explain Mirror Force, that's pretty bad, because we all know what Mirror Force does. In your side deck, I sided the Blizzard just because to make room for the Vayus. Jetstream, I like the idea of running him, but his effect isn't as beneficial in this as it is because it only targets Blackwings. So if you try to use it to protect Obelisk, it's not going to do any good. Koichi, again, kicked out Koichi, I think, for a Bora, just because Bora is special summonable. And if you special summon with this, you can't use it for synchro material, so that kind of is a downside. Gores, if you're going to swap Gores in, I would recommend swapping him in for Obelisk just so you have a different build. Because Gore's effect actually works a little bit better in a Blackwing deck. I didn't think of running him. That was actually a pretty good idea Jill had there. Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to use names. Forget I said that. Dark Hole. Biggest thing I noticed about this, Dark Hole and Torrential both, keep these sided unless you absolutely need them, because, especially Torrential, blanket destruction like this is a Swarm deck's worst nightmare, which, in your Blackwing deck is a Swarm deck. Don't use them because it's your own deck's worst nightmare. it will wipe out everything you just swarm summoned. So make sure you keep an eye out for those. And I cited the Magic Cylinder because Magic Cylinder is still a good idea. You might replace a Call with the Magic Cylinder if you want. It knocks down some of your Reborn power, but it does knock out a lot of your opponent's life points if they try to hit you for a direct attack or something and get hit with that. Here's your extras. Your Blackwing Dragon is in here. Make sure that doesn't go in the graveyard if you're running the Solidarity because it will cancel it out. But it's a pretty good one to have, especially if your opponent is going to do effect damage. Silverwing. Yeah, you can use Silverwing. He's a good idea. 2 Armed Wings. This is actually almost the same build I run, or with this number of each of the Synchro monsters. So your Armed Wings are a good idea, especially if you use them in combination with your Book of Moon or Enemy Controller. They work really well with that because that gives them their defense point boost. And if you've got Solidarity on the field, they get another 800 point boost from that. So that helps them out a lot. Armor Master. I don't have much to say about Armor Master. He's a freaking awesome card. And Archfiend. Watch how you use Archfiend, because if they negate your attack while he's out and you've got 3 or 4 Blackwings out, that's going to wipe out all your Blackwings, which, again, blanket destruction, Swarm Dex, worst nightmare. So, Archfiend's a good idea, but be careful how you run him, because the only thing he's really good for is his 3,000 attack. That's about the only thing. So, that's pretty much all I got for this. Hope this helps out my friend a lot. I'm going to click the save button real fast. Sorry about that. But, that's pretty much it. All of our viewers out there, if you've got any helpful hints you can leave for our friend here, just drop them down below in the comments. It'd be a really big help. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the future videos and all that. Comment, like, subscribe. And we will hopefully see you guys again later. Thanks for watching.